Welcome back to my channel. It's Curls Next Door here. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, welcome and thank you so much for stopping by. So you guys, I wanted to share with you 17 Gourmand fragrance mist, all from Bath& Body Works, that I believe, well, to me, okay, or Gourmand for the spring. These are amazing fragrance mists that I have used over and over and over in 2025 since I was shopping my stash. And because of that, I want to share them with you because they're amazing. I just quickly am going to run through them. Nothing too detailed about it. I just really want to show you what I've been wearing, what I've been reaching for spring of 2025, and the ones that I've taken into 2026 because they're gourmand. They're a little bit fruity, a little bit of them are cakey. They're just edible, all of them. And with that being said, let's just jump into the video. So the very first one that I want to share with you is one that I have been loving since the day it was launched. I know it was re-released maybe a year later, and the girls were saying that it was sweeter and creamier than the first launch. I beg to differ. I love the first one. Actually, I love them both equally, and they're amazing. On my skin, it smells like cake batter with some lemon and frosting, and that is the iced lemon pound cake. This one is so good. This one has notes of sugary glazed icing, pure lemon zest, and fluffy pound cake. Always love this one, always will love it. I love the gourmandy takes on this with the lemon and the icing. Sweet. I love this one. I don't know how much times I'm gonna say love, but this is by far my best gourmand fragrance. Iced lemon pound cake will always be in my possession, period. So the second one that I want to share with you is one that I've loved in the summer, but I did bring this one out in the spring in 2025 because I was shopping my stash and I didn't want to purchase anything else, and this one just went with so much. It was just a beautiful topper. She was sweet and gourmand on her own, and this one is Pink Watermelon Blast. I love this one in the spring. This one has notes of juicy pink watermelon, sugared strawberry blossom, and lime zest. This is the most beautiful watermelon fragrance that Bath & Body Works has ever come out with to date. Okay, and I'm super happy that I've had the opportunity to have this one in my collection. I think she's amazing. I love the lemon with the watermelons. I love the pear. I just love everything about this fruity, juicy concoction right here. She is so good. Again, Pink Watermelon Blast is a beautiful gourmandy, just edible fragrance when it's on my skin, and it's a beautiful topper in the spring. The next one that I want to share with you is one that I wish Bath & Body Works would re-release or just bring it back, okay? Because we love her so much. And I only have just a little bit because I had to share with my girls and they went in, okay? But it's beautiful. It's beautiful on my skin and it's beautiful in the spring. And I love the bubble gum pop for what she is. She has notes of gumball sugar, candied fruits, and citrus burst. If you want to just be the most feminine, girliest girl in the room and smell like candy, this is definitely the one. I love every single note in here. It's just blended to perfection. If you want a good topper for anything in your collection with fruit that you're wearing for the spring or the summer, Bubblegum Pop is the one. I've worn this one over Kayali Juicy Eden Juicy Apple. She smelled amazing. I've worn this one over Moschino Bubble Gum 2 or whatever the name of that thing is. I've worn this one over it. I love it. It's just so girly, and if you want to smell like candy, bubblegum pop is definitely the one for the spring. Bring her out, okay? Because she's worthy of being worn on the body in the spring. The next one that I want to share with you is, it might be labeled a fall fragrance, if you ask me, even on the little ground notes on the back. It's talking about fall, but it's none other than Dahlia. And Dahlia is an every season type of fragrance mist to me and my skin. She has notes of velvet dahlia petals, crisp pear, praline musks, whipped tonka bean. Such a beautiful, warm, very floral gourmand. Okay, I don't know how else to explain it because there are floral notes in here, but there's also praline that sweetens this one and makes her so beautiful. I've used Dahlia last spring in 2025, and I would have never thought that I would be using Dahlia in the spring because she's definitely a fall fragrance. But you can wear what you want, when you want, how you want. And that's what I did. And Dahlia was beautiful in the spring. She was nice. She was warm. She was very gourmand on my skin. And I loved her for that. So if you have Dahlia and you want just a little bit of something more on your skin, if you want to feel that warmth and you just want to smell edible, bring her out because she's worthy. The next one that I want to share with you is one that I've probably only worn maybe once or twice before I brought her out in the spring of 2025. And she wasn't really 100%, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling this one until I brought her out for the spring. And now I'm loving everything peach, and it is Peach Bellini. Peach Bellini is so good. The notes are succulent peach, sparkling prosecco, and sweet orange. I love everything about it. It's very effervescent. It's beautiful. It's a little bit zesty because of the citrus in here. But then you get that peach, and the peach is edible, and it's juicy, and it's very, very, very good, especially on my skin. I think the reason why I didn't like her in the very beginning when I first got her is because I wore her in the wrong season, and it was coming off a little bit tart on my skin. But now that I'm wearing her in the most beautiful spring weather, and she just radiates, okay? It's light and it's airy, and I love Peach Bellini. If you have this one, bring her out for the spring. Next fragrance mist that I want to share with you is one that I always get compliments on, and I just wish Bath& Body Works would bring this one back because the girls loved it. I only have just a tad bit left, and I am going to probably use this one up in the spring for sure because, I mean, I can't hold on to her any longer. I have to go ahead and use this one up, and it is Orange Vanilla Twist. This one is so beautiful. No matter who or when somebody smells this on me in the spring, I don't know if it's the cool, brisk morning. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the fresh air. I don't know if it's listen, I don't know what it is, but every time somebody gets a whiff of this on my skin, I tend to get compliments. Okay, she's that good. The notes are juicy orange, summer sherbet, and vanilla cream. It's a very lactonic citrus that's very edible, and I love it. My husband loves it. People seem to love this one, and for good reason. Beautiful, creamy type of fragrance mist. Love Vanilla Orange Twist, and I hope Bath&Body Works re-release this one sometime in 2026. Yeah, the girls love it, and so do I. Now, the next one that I want to share with you is one that I think is just, I don't even know what season to wear her in, but I feel like she's good for the spring and she's good in the summer as well. She doesn't need any help with she's a standalone, okay? And she is that good and I love her in the spring. I really, really appreciated this one a lot more when I first got her back in 2022. And I mean, I still like her, but I've grown a real love for her spring of 2025. And I'm definitely going to bring her into 2026 spring. And this one is Champagne Sprinkles. Now, Champagne Sprinkles has notes of sparkling champagne, raspberry icing, and rainbow sprinkles. Love, love, love this one. I don't get really anything bubbly about this, but I definitely get those sprinkles. And it is so good. It reminds me of baked goods. I don't know what it is, even though this one has some raspberry, but it's the icing on the top, okay? The icing on the cake with the sprinkles, it says a lot. It's a beautiful gourmand fragrance for any time of year, really, but I really love this one in the spring because she shines. The next one that I think I probably only wore maybe once or twice since I got it. Can't remember the year that I got this one, 2022 maybe, not sure, but I think it was one of the summer SASs that I had picked this one up, and it is Vanilla Coconut. Vanilla Coconut is so good. I don't know what about this is, it just it's an easy reach, grab and go, okay? My hand just automatically reach for this one. And I think probably because it's the coconut, not even so much that it's the vanilla, but it's the coconut that just grabs me every single time. The notes are whipped vanilla, peach blossom, and warm coconut. I didn't even know there was peach in here. This is just such a beautiful gourmand leaning type of fragrance. The coconut in here is just so edible. It's so good. It just really makes me feel feminine every time I wear this combination. And I don't know why I don't reach for it any other season, but I definitely reached for this one in the spring of 2025. And she was definitely a beautiful fragrance on my skin. Again, vanilla coconut is, if you have her, pull her out. She's gorgeous. Another one that I have loved, and I think she came out at the same time as the iced lemon pound cake, is this sweet petal pound cake. Beautiful, gourmand leaning, just enticing. This is beautiful. I mean, if you have this one, you know. She's just so sweet and it's the flavor. It's the flavor of the fragrance for me, okay? The notes are candied rose, raspberry swirl, and frosted bund cake. This is the most beautiful floral gourmand fragrance in a fragrance mist form that I've ever placed my eyes on and my nose on. Okay, she's that good. I love the sweet mixed with the florals. Everything about this rose fragrance is so gourmand. Okay, I don't know what the raspberry swirl is, but I know there's some type of raspberry in here, hence the color of the juice. And I know it's on some type of a bundt cake, okay? I don't know if the raspberry swirl is the icing on the cake. Girl, I don't know, but I know I love this one a lot. Super happy to have this sweet petal pound cake in my possession. And I've just been reaching for her over and over and over as of lately. Even though I didn't pull her out in my spring fragrances that I'll be reaching for the spring of 2026. I had pulled her out last week again when I remembered how good she was last spring in 2025. So yeah, Sweet Petal Pound Cake is absolutely amazing. If you have her, pull her out for the spring. Another one that we all have, every single one of us have at some point or another had in our arsenal, okay? To some, it may be artificial smelling. To some, it may be just a beautiful fragrance. To me, it's all of the above, but it's something about the artificial strawberry in here. It's giving me life every single time, and I will always continue to have this strawberry pound cake in my collection. Don't know what it is about, the artificial scent of this, of the strawberries in here, but I just keep coming back every single time for more. And she just layers with so much in the spring and summer that I just can't leave her behind. The fragrance notes are fresh strawberry, golden shortcake, and whipped cream. Again, such a beautiful, fruity, gourmand fragrance that I will always have in my collection because no matter what time of day you put her on your skin, you will get compliments with this. Another one from me that I thought I would never wear in the spring, and I did in 2025, was this wrapped in vanilla. For me, I always thought that this one would just be a winter fragrance, okay? A winter and a fall fragrance, mainly winter. But I did use this one in the spring of 2025, and I loved it because of how light and airy she felt on my skin. And I feel with this one, different seasons, when you wear it, it just feels different and it smells different on the body in different seasons. So the fragrance notes are soft vanilla, velvet sugar, and chantilly creme. Again, it is so gourmand leading. It is like a vanilla ice cream, if you will, because it's just so lactonic and creamy. I love this one. If you have it, try her in the spring. Wrapped in vanilla is beautiful and it just whispers in the wind. I loved Wrapped in Vanilla for that. Another one that I have loved and I'm super happy to have because I don't have a lot of pear fragrance mists, but I do have this one. And I think this one is beautiful in the spring because of how gourmand it is. It smells like caramelized pear on top of baked goods, okay? Like on top of a cake, maybe. But this one is really good. This one is pear creme brulee. And this is the backup to the backup. This is all I have left. And I have to use her up at some point. So who would ever thought that I would have been using pear creme brulee as heavy and as syrupy and as thick as she is in the spring. But I used her in 2025. And she was amazing in the spring. She morphed into something beautiful on my skin. And I'm super happy that I was able to use this caramelized pear on my skin. If you have her, try her in the spring and tell me what you think. The next fragrance that I want to share with you is one that I have loved. And you can tell by the dent that I've loved this one. It is a very fruity gourmand. With a little bit of nuttiness there, okay? So this one is Sweetheart Cherry. Sweetheart Cherry is absolutely amazing in the spring, and her notes are wild cherry, crushed pistachio, and vanilla almond. What a beautiful gourmand leaning type of fragrance. It's fruity. It's very lactonic. It's a little bit creamy there. It's just so good, and there's a little bit of nuttiness from the pistachio. I don't know how Bath& Body Works came up with this concoction, but they did, and for good reason, okay? She's amazing, and she shone in 2025 in the spring. That's why I had to pull her out and share her with you into 2026, okay? You can use her any time of the year, really, but I think she's beautiful in the spring. Try it out. Let me know what you think. So the very last fragrance that I want to share with you is one that I think I picked up in 2024, and I am super happy that I have it, and it is Daffodil Daydreams. This one has notes of marshmallow, narcissus, and croissant. It is such a beautiful gourmand leaning fragrance. I was floored to know that Bath& Body Works actually added a croissant note to a floral, okay? So very gourmand leaning. And this is a floral gourmand with some marshmallow to the top. I don't know how they did it, but it's amazing. And since Easter is like the beginning of spring, I think this is fitting for the girlies who just want to smell like a marshmallow with some type of gourmand leaning notes and some florals. It's sweet, it's very ladylike. It doesn't scream juvenile at all, and even if it did, I would still use it because that's who I am. But I love this Daffodil Daydreams. If you have her, go ahead and pull her out for the spring season. So you guys, these are all the gourmand leaning fragrance mist that I do have in my collection that I wanted to share with you going into the spring of 2026. Again, they're tried and true. I've used them in 2025 and I have such high hopes for them going into 2026 because I feel like 2026 is a little bit cooler outside the temperature than 2025 here in Florida. And when I leave out my house for work in the morning, it is in the 60s. And I like that because I can wear my gourmand leaning fragrances and smell absolutely amazing, whether it's a topper for a fragrance or whether I wear it on its own. I just have so much hope for these going forward. And I want to share them with you because they're worthy and they're just amazing to my nose, and I love them all. So if you have any of these, go ahead and pull them out. Comment down below. Let me know which ones you have in your collection. Let me know the ones that you have been reaching for. Let me know if you have not even reached for a gourmand fragrance because you're just tired of it from the winter of 2025. Girl, let me know. Okay, I know I'm not tired of gourmands. I love them. I can use them year round because what? I wear what I want when I want, how I want to, and nobody's gonna stop me. So with that being said, I love you. May God bless you, and until the next video.